It's a communal ethic. It's about community. That's what the name means, right? A credit union. But for the most part, I don't see other credit unions actually walking the walk like this one does. You go to any event in OCU, they're there. And, it sounds like I'm making a spiel for the credit union, but it's the truth.
I was home with my kids for 11 years, and I didn't have a pension. And I'd worked a number of jobs, so what I had, I wanted to make the most of. We inherited money from our parents, and we had to make some decisions what we were going to do with that. So that sort of got us more into looking seriously at being wise with investments so that that money didn't just sit in the bank and not do anything.
The last thing in the world we want to do is deal with money. We're both horrible at it. We don't like doing it. It was a relief, actually, to find somebody who could competently look after our money, and that's what they did. We'd have money sitting there. They advised us that you're just wasting your money here. It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. Essentially, they made us money.
Yeah, when I was 19, my first car was kind of going out on me. And I'd already been working full-time in Kelowna for about 6 months. Stella, her power steering was going out. So sometimes driving to work was a little fun. I was talking to my mom about how I needed to get a new car soon, and I just want to get something nice, reliable, that I won't have to get a new one for a few years, and she said that she would trust OCU more than going through the car dealership because they wouldn't allow me to get something that I couldn't afford because they know exactly what I can and can't afford. They wouldn't just give me something. Yeah, it was a lot to think about, for sure, and I do remember going in, sitting down, I was super nervous. She explained why I got the amount that I got and that I couldn't get more because of this. And I think that really was made me go, okay, yeah, OCU thinks I can afford this, so why can't I? So originally she was gonna be Stella 2.0, and then when I got her, I was like, she just isn't a Stella to me. Cherry, she was just so bright, and I love cherries, and she matched my hair color at the time too, so I named her Cherry.
Well, our dream of moving to Osoyoos basically started by looking for property in the Okanagan. So we purchased the land in 2011.
We basically checked every bank possible and every lending institute we could think of, and this one came down to the best rate, and it worked the best for us. And the fact that we needed a construction mortgage, some banks didn't want to deal with that, or they had a crazy interest rate.
The rate that we had to pay we are paying, is quite nice compared to any other place. And the mortgage lady is very friendly and outgoing and happy to answer questions, and you could call or email, and they just knew how to do business a little bit different.
OCU exists simply because the community needed it. 78 years ago, it needed it and needs it now. And what's unique about that is it's our local community members who own it. When you work with us at OCU, we're working with you as the owner. The difference really comes in is, as an owner, you have some say. And whether it's the say of, hey, I want to be on the board, or, gee, I have a mortgage, this is the way I'd like to try and structure it. And we listen to that because there is uniqueness to each individual and what works for each individual. We know Osoyoos in the surrounding area, and that's probably the biggest difference. As shareholders and as owners, decisions are made for local by local.
In many banks, you go in and you're invisible, and you can stand in a corner and probably die there if you were long enough. But you go in there, there's somebody, they won't, that doesn't happen.
That's the emergency.
You can't be invisible in the credit union. Too many people know you.
And I think it's great. It's made my life a lot less stressful car-wise. The team is great there. They really helped me out. They answered every single one of my questions. I would definitely recommend the OCU.
I would certainly say it's a good idea to go with them, and if anybody was looking, I'd encourage them to certainly talk to them.
Where we're going for the next 78 years into the future is we want to continue to support our local community for the long haul. We think it's imperative to the success and longevity of the community as well.